Hi everyone. During yesterday's class, we have seen the derivation of the equations of the Green-Amp equation and the Ponting time and all. So today we'll be doing a numerical related to that. I hope it is clear the question. It is given that the following hydraulic parameters. This is the hydraulic conductivity. Then psi is the soil suction head. I hope you remember the terms suction head. And this is the effective porosity, and N is the total porosity or porosity, and Sc is the effective saturation or the initial effective saturation. The factors of the parameters are given. You have to find the rate of infiltration and the cumulative rate of infiltration at T is equal to 1 hour. So what you have to find is you have to find the rate of infiltration as well as cumulative rate of infiltration, and also find the ponding time if the intensity of rainfall is 2 centimeter per hour. So I hope the question is clear. So we know that to find this, first thing you need to find f of t, and you know the according to Green-Amp equation, f of t is given by kt plus psi delta theta ln 1 plus f of t by psi delta theta. So this is the general equation. Now if you check the both sides, what you have to find is f of t, and the same f of t is over in this equation. So you cannot find the answer directly by any calculation that you are using your calculator or anything. You cannot use. You have to apply some numerical methods. I don't know whether you might have learned any of the numerical methods, like some approximation method is there. I think you might have learned in your mathematics Gauss iteration, Gauss-Seidel iteration, Newton-Raphson method, Runge-Kutta method, and of course you might have learned this in your mathematics, engineering mathematics class. So even if you don't remember that, for no issues, you can go for hit and trial method. So we'll see how we can do this. So first thing is you have to find the moisture deficit. The moisture deficit is calculated by the equation. It is 1 minus Sc into theta e. I hope you remember this equation. So substitute the value. Sc value is 0.2 and theta e value is 0.423, and find the answer. When you solve it, you'll be getting it as 0.338. So you'll be getting the value 0.338. Now since in every equation you have psi delta theta, it is better you find the value of psi delta theta right now itself. So psi delta theta will be equal to 29.22 multiplied by 0.338, which is equal to 9.89, that much centimeters. See, delta theta is the moisture deficit. Moisture, how much percentage? So it's a value actually. It's a simple value without any unit. But this is psi is the suction head. That head is there. Then the suction head is represented in terms of centimeter. It's represented in terms of centimeters. So this value will be in centimeters. There's no need to convert this in meter because everything is given in centimeter and hour. So whatever you are getting, that will be also in terms of centimeters and hours. So if you want to convert it to meters, no issues, you can convert it to meters. Then the answer also will be in meters. That's it. So you have got the value for that to be that. Then you can find this kt also. Here the time given is 1 hour. So what's the value for kt? K value is given to be 0.05 and time is 1. So that will be 0.05. And that also centimeter. This is centimeter per hour, this is hour, so it will be centimeters. So you have got this. Now as I have said, you cannot solve this directly. You have to go for some iteration technique, that's called as iteration. So we have to go for an iterative procedure. So since whether you remember some numerical method, if you remember some, then you can go for that. If you don't remember, you can go for this trial and error method. I don't want to make you learn one more method. So this is trial and error method. There's no need for learning anything new. So for the first iteration, for the first trial, I'll be giving the value of f of t, because f of t is what I have to find. I'm substituting the value of f of t to be 0.5 centimeter. I'm assuming, this is an assumption. So if that is the assumption, what happens to the LHS? The LHS is f of t. So I can write the LHS, I have assumed it to be 0.5 centimeter. Now find the value for RHS. RHS is this portion, this whole portion. So RHS will be equal to KT, you have found it to be 0.05 plus psi into delta theta, you have found to be 9.89 ln 1 plus, and what is the value that you have assumed for f of t? You have assumed the value of f of t to be 0.5 divided by psi delta theta is equal to 9.89. When you solve this, you will be getting the value in the RHS as 0.537 centimeter. See, your value has to be same value. Whatever you are getting in RHS and LHS, it has to be correct up to 2 decimal points, at least 2 decimal points. See here, 0.53, here 0.50, isn't it? Here it's 0.50, here it is 0.53. It is not equal to 2 decimal points, so this LHS and RHS are not equal. So here LHS is not equal to RHS. So your assumption is wrong. So what you have to do is you can change it. So you can change the value, isn't it? Either you can substitute the value to be 0.53, but for doing in a easy manner, what I'm doing is in the second iteration, I'm assuming. Actually, what you have to do is you have to substitute this value 0.53, because whatever value you have getting the new value, you have to take that value. But here what I'm doing is just to know whether the value lies in between 0.5 or 0.1. I'm just checking whether the value of f of t lies between 0.5 or 0.1. I'm just trying, I'm going for an easy method. I'm just trying to check. Since I have assumed it to be 0.5 initially, now I'm trying to check whether the value will be equal to 0.1 or not. So I'm assuming f of t is equal to 1 centimeter. And the same thing, you have got this equation. So LHS, your LHS becomes 1 centimeter. What about your RHS, the whole thing? And your RHS is equal to k of t. Your RHS, your k of t is now, your value for k of t is 0.05, and plus psi delta theta, it is 9.89, ln 1 plus f of t is 1 divided by psi delta theta is equal to 9.89. So when you solve this, your RHS value will be equal to 1.002 centimeter. See, up to 2 decimal points it is 1 point. So this can be approximated as 1.00 centimeter when you round off. 1 centimeter, 1 centimeter. So you can stop your iteration, and your value for cumulative infiltration up to time. It is cumulative up to t is equal to 1 hour is equal to 1 centimeter. So that's how you find the value of cumulative rate of infiltration using Green-Ampt method. Now there's one more question. You have to find the rate of infiltration. To find the rate of infiltration, you have to find small f of t. And I hope during the derivation, if you go back to the derivation, see, derivation, we have got this equation. If you check your derivation, f of t is equal to k into psi delta theta divided by f of t plus 1. So this is the equation for your rate of infiltration. So that's the equation. Your f of t is equal to k into psi delta theta divided by f of t plus 1. They are asked to find t is equal to 1. T is equal to 1, f of t is f of 1, which is equal to 1 centimeter, which we have already found. K is 0.05, and psi delta theta is equal to 9.89 divided by 1 plus 1. So when you solve it, you will be getting it as 0.5445 centimeter per hour. You check the values, check the numbers, whether you are getting it correct or not. Sometimes I can make some mistakes, so if it is wrong, please let me know. The last question is, you have to find the ponding time. When does the ponding time starts? If the rainfall starts at a particular time, after how much time or how much duration the ponding starts, the inundation of water starts. That's quite important. That also equation we have derived. Tp is equal to k into psi delta theta divided by I into I minus k. So this is the equation where I is the intensity of rainfall, k value is 0.05, and psi delta theta is equal to 9.89 divided by, and the rainfall intensity is given in the question as 2. It is 2 minus 0.05. So if you solve it, you will be getting it as 0.12. Remember, we have seen that initially the whole thing, whatever, only 2 units were there, centimeter, hours. So this is time. So time means it will not be centimeter. So the only thing that will be is hours, because we haven't converted anything. We have used centimeter as such, we have used hours as such. So the answer will be in hours. So to find that in minutes, multiplied by 60. So you'll be getting it as 7.2 minutes.